members on the panel, good afternoon. I hope it is afternoon. I'm head of rural banks, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. When I was saying ladies, I was looking through whether I was saying the right thing. I hope I'm correct, right? I'm happy to be here this afternoon, and wearing the big shoes of my boss, El Okoriata, who couldn't be here because he's indisposed. Right. Looking at enhancing the value of rural bank shares as an attractive asset class. We at Databank, day in, day out, build portfolio for clients. And as we do that, you'll agree with me that building a portfolio for clients involves cash and shares, aside the bonds and the notes which are also issued by BOG. And if we will be able to include rural bank shares in a portfolio we build, then of course we believe that some things need to be in place and the rural banks too must be at a particular level. On that note, we believe and we are saying that with in federal status discussion, we will want to give a brief on how to enhance, the value of rural bank shares as an attractive asset class through listing on the market. By the market, I mean the Ghana Stock Exchange, the official listing, and the Ghana alternative market. We'll just do it briefly so that we can move on. And it became an active member, active licensed dealing member of the stock exchange in 1994. And we are licensed and we trade on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Licensed broker for Government of Ghana as well, and we trade in Government of Ghana securities. We trade in other African markets, about 13 regulated markets in Africa. Then our coverage of investors is either by listing on the exchange, as I did indicate, through the official list or the Ghana alternative market. Other thing which can be done in our view as Databank to enhance the value of rural bank shares is also to issue bonds. And this afternoon, more emphasis will be placed on the listing on the market. Okay. Quickly, if we listing on the market, there are advantages that we derive as a rural bank if we list on the market. And a good means of raising capital. I prefer to say a good means of raising cheap capital. Because once you list, yes, people are buying into your bank, but you are not tied technically to produce or to pay any required rate of interest at the end of a particular period. Okay. Then listing benefit also includes exposing the rural bank, exposure for the rural bank, which indirectly or directly leads to increased publicity for the company and its services. For example, if a rural bank, say, is listed on the market, at the end of the day, when there's business news on any of the networks, at least they will mention the name of that rural bank and its share price. Listing, we believe, also benefit the rural bank in terms of relying on venture capital firms and debt financing. Using debt financing, if we list, we think is a much better way to avoiding that. Listing also enhances the status and financial standing of the company, because as the SEC rep is here, once you list on the market, there are rules and regulations which the institution is to follow with regards to reporting numbers at the end of periods. Another benefit we say is that it facilitates acquisition opportunities by use of company shares. If a company is listed on the market, I believe, or we believe, that in the not too distant future, if even you want to issue a bond, it's much easier than if you are not listed. Then it also offers existing shareholders ready means to realizing or disposing of their shares. As it stands now, if I hold Rural Bank shares and I want to dispose it off, just like the barter system, mostly I need to find somebody who is willing to take up my shares and to pay. But once listed on the market, I don't need to do that because the market itself has a way of trading on my behalf. So much easier for me to get out if I list on the market. Then if I need additional funds and I'm listed on the market, it also becomes much easier that if I do right issue, or issue additional shares to additional shareholders to raise more money. Now, quickly, I'll talk about the alternative market. When I'm done, we'll just look at the criteria for listing on the alternative market and the official listing on the stock market as well, so that we think through. The Ghana alternative market is just a parallel market to the Ghana Stock Exchange. Okay, and this market is designed to accommodate companies at various stages of their development, including startups, existing enterprises, both small and medium. The focus here is companies which have growth potential. So if from the onset, even if there are no growth, but the potential is there, the Ghana alternative market has a window for that rural bank to be listed. The main idea of going through the alternative market is that before you get to the official, let me say official market, you would have at least had the opportunity to know how it is to be on the market. And because the rules and regulations governing the alternative market is much flexible as compared to listing on the stock exchange itself. Okay. So requirement for listing on the alternative market, as I did indicate, is not as rigid as and difficult as the official list, because GSE, the stock exchange in its own wisdom, is trying to encourage more companies to list on our market. Currently on our market, there are less than 40 companies listed, about 36, which is not good at all if we want to develop our economy, or if we want to grow our economy. Because in other countries, over 1,000 companies are listed on the market. Portfolio managers are able to pick and choose at any point in time. Liquidity is also in there because we have alternatives. Okay. With regards to company status, on the alternative market, as a GAX, company must be a limited liability company.